Welcome back to the Espresso Chateau. Happy Easter, everybody. For those of you that celebrate Easter, we are drinking some espresso martinis today.
Hella strong, though.
Very strong. Because we have our sister here, Ainsley, finally. She used to be a bartender, and clearly it's not paid off because they are very strong.
Well, there's a reason she's no longer a bartender.
yeah, no longer. But first things first, might I add, we've had 2 episodes with these mini mics, and I need to tell you, Tara, they do not pick up sound for outside. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. I only had to adjust a little bit.
Yeah, these mini microphones have been the best thing for Espresso Chateau in a long time.
Even if you choose not to listen to me and try to adjust it on your shirt, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. But yeah,
I thought you were gonna close the blind behind you.
Yeah, well, now we're here.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back. We finally have our sister Ainsley here. She is the oldest of all 3 of us.
Sad. That is really sad.
Our mics here now.
Right there.
Honestly, yeah, because watching back,
the entertainment.
Yeah, watching back the other episodes, these mics are so good. This is not sponsored. I'm not going to tell you what brand they are.
I don't even remember.
Me either, so it doesn't matter.
If you recognize the little black microphone,
yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, you're
But I have to hold it to her because these mics are so good. If you want to know, you can email me. But if you're not following us, I won't tell you.
No, legit, when I go places now, if I'm going to, Fan Expo and, events and traveling, I'm taking the mic with me because it's just so good to film.
And look how cute they are.
And look how cute they are.
Just make sure you have a stiff collar, too, because, I watched the last video when Selena looked like she was having a little bit of difficulties.
I was paying more attention to trying to clip this to me than I was to Tara, but that's okay. Anyway, this is our older sister, Ainsley. She is 9 years older than myself, 4 years older than Tara, and we are, in fact, sisters.
It's kind of crazy how spaced out. How spaced out we are.
It's a lot.
It is. Mom always says because she wanted to spend time with
each one of us.
We wanted to go to school. And
she needed a lot of time with you then to do 5 years between you and the youngest. She's like, I'm gonna commit, and then just that was it. You only got 5 years committed to you.
You only got 4.
Years.
You only got 4.
That is true.
I got the rest. I got the rest.
25 years. She's got 25 years on us.
So it's been Easter. Ainsley was so kind of us to host us for our Easter dinner this morning. We had the whole brunch experience.
6 bottles of champagne.
That's a lot. Actually, technically, the big ones were double, so it was 8 bottles of champagne.
And now we're having espresso martinis. It's only fitting.
You gotta keep the buzz going.
Well, yeah, or you'll just knock out. It's too early to knock out.
Yeah.
You'll be up all night.
And at least we ditched the parents to film this podcast.
We did. We actually ate and ran.
Left them at my house. And I left with them.
That's actually so true. You bailed on your own house.
We were like, we gotta go film. And I was like, Ainsley, finally be on this podcast. So many people have been asking for you to be here. And she's like, okay, fine. We all left and all the parents stayed. And her other half was just left at home.
I feel bad. He's at home with a broken foot and a bunch of people in the house.
Oh, it's his parents, though. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
And our
Nono and our
yeah, but Nono and Zizi chill. They're all chill people.
So we might as well just get right into it.
Oh, boy.
We'll talk about family stuff growing up, but one of the main things people keep asking is our tattoos. And Ainsley, as you can see, is queen. Top to bottom. How many do you have? Do you literally have
I think I've successfully. I'm at that point where I no longer have to count because there's just too many.
The thing I like about you though is that you get tattoos for the sake of getting them.
Yeah,
and I respect that.
There's no theme. It could be I just felt frisky one day and was like, "Hey, let's go and get a
What
tattoo."
is this? But that's new.
Okay, wait. Before we go into it, I'll literally give the mic to Ainsley, and she will go through her arms and we won't show all the other ones, but she'll go through the ones she has.
I'll go through the ones.
And then we'll go through Tara. Me, I'll take 5 minutes. It won't even count, so it's fine. So we'll go through Ainsley's first because people that like tattoos, it doesn't have to be something that means something to you. I agree the first one should to get you kind of eased into it.
Yeah.
But after that, if you want to put it on your body, it's your decision ultimately. If you don't want to, fine, whatever. But Ainsley is really the perfect.
How about you ask me about which ones you want to know about?
No. Or do you remember? Do you even remember your first one? Okay.
Yes, I do remember my first one.
Here you go.
It's covered in it. It's
my
covered.
first one is covered now. It was a zodiac symbol that I shared with a high school boyfriend at the time. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
On my shoulder
it was-
blade, it's terribly
didn't know
covered
that.
though.
Yeah,
But I'm hoping to get a big back.
Terribly
piece done.
covered?
It's yes. It faded through, so now it's like a tattoo with lines through it, like on my right shoulder.
With lines through it.
So my newest tattoo is my end game that I got for Jean and I, because he is my end game. Yes, my boyfriend. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
It's a stigma.
I was gonna say, people say that there is bad juju behind getting tattoos with the significant other.
I feel like if you think about it and you're like,
Uh-huh.
this is a bad idea, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. And then you dwell on it and then you start to think of all the negatives, then yeah, it could be a recipe for disaster. But for me, it's like, I know I have my flaws. I know he has his flaws, but he's the person that meets me on my level in the end. And I love that. Like we cancel each other out. So
I respect that.
I mean, if you want to go get a ring band tattooed on you,
I actually
Go
love
frickin'
that.
do
I
that.
love those.
Like,
the ring
I
bands. I'm like, yes, like
So
lock it in.
yeah, my
Secure the package.
No, my fiance does not want a tattoo. The only reason he said he would ever get a tattoo is if someone passed away and it meant something to him. He would obviously do like the chest, Roman numerals thing, like everybody else does.
Yep.
And I was like, at this point, even if we wanted to get divorced when we were 40 years married, it doesn't matter. We're staying together. Like, I'm forcing him to. Like, we are not
You
ever
work for
getting
it.
a divorce. And
No,
I
yeah.
would get his initials on my wedding band finger, especially if I still work in healthcare. I don't anymore. But because you never wear your ring, because the gloves are always on and off, I would always have something there. But I still would, even though I don't work in healthcare anymore, but I still would get it for him. Because
No, I
I'd
like
still
that.
do
I
it.
like that. Okay. It was just a question because I know like there's a lot of things
I
behind
don't
that.
believe in
There's
it
a
for
lot
me.
of people who are like, oh, it's bad.
I don't believe in it. For me, it's just a whole big, like, if you're going to make a big deal out of it, make a big deal out of it.
So
That's
briefly
fair.
go through yours.
Okay, most of my tattoos are for my daughters. Like, a numerous
Literally.
amount of them are for them.
2 kids.
2 little girls. Other ones, I did end up having a friend that got a tattoo machine, and I was just kind of like a blank canvas, so they did put some tattoos on. But other than that, it's also things that I like or that have meaning to me. So, like, for some reason, I have a fascination with octopus and teacups. Not together, but I did get a tattoo of an octopus and a teacup together.
As one should.
Yep. When I was in high school, I was a really big Aerosmith fan. Like, it was sickening, like all the albums, all everything, and I don't want to miss a thing tattooed on my kidney.
I honestly would get that tattoo currently on me because
It's
I love
such a good
Aerosmith.
song,
It
right?
is.
Most of them were things that I liked at the time, but I just like there's no point. It was a part of my past, and so there's really no point in like actually changing it. I have our grandpa tattooed on us. He was a big part of our life.
This
like,
portrait, it's been like it's one of her older tattoos too. Like
it
she's had
is.
this for
It's
a very
over
long
10
time.
years old.
This guy is in a bumper car.
Yeah, from our trip to
He's like-
England. It
Spitting
needs to
image,
be-
honestly.
Yeah.
Spitting 1-to-1.
It
Actually,
needs to be fixed up. There was another artist that did one for our nanny. She used to love, or she loved owls. So I have like this big colorful piece done. A lot of it is animals, surprisingly, and sea creatures.
You know what I like?
And spiders.
is it took you a minute, but like you found your style. Do you know what I mean? Like you have different styled tattoos.
It's not
and
like
it
all
took,
big
like,
flowers,
but like it's all different. Like it's all different styles, and I like that.
So that I have 2 little girls done in like cartoon form for like I don't even
By
know how to
cartoon,
turn
she means
it.
like stick figure.
Like stick figure, like cute little girls. And then the Ohana, I actually share with Megan. She has Ohana tattooed on her because, like, being close and everything, and that the friend at the time, that was one thing that we went and got done.
It's such a meaningful word.
This one I won't get into because it's kind of more of a depressing,
Okay.
like,
The rose?
tattoo. Yeah,
It says 19 on the bottom.
so
So
2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I share a seahorse with my mother, our mother, as well as shamrocks on our foot. The one across my chest says "I love you more than you know," but all the letters are like on top of each other.
I like that one.
it's very hard to center, believe it or not, because you're like, which one do I do? Do I, like, is it the middle, or is it which one looks the best on what side?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have, like,
That's
a
new.
bunch.
I've never seen that.
He's years old. This is done by one of my really good friends. She's amazing.
Oh, it's that
and
robot.
She actually is the one that did my most recent tattoo on my wrist. I have a zombie on my leg because I went through a huge walking
That
dance.
switches legs every single time she wears shorts, okay? I swear to God.
What leg is it on?
Every single time I see her, I'm like, wait, did that tattoo jump legs?
Actually,
Because
you
I
have
have
brought that up before.
multiple times because it's on a different leg every time I see you.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. Like, she thinks
Mandela effect.
Actually,
literally.
that's not the first time that I've heard her say this, because I swear she has.
Every summer. Every summer. As
Yeah,
soon
you're
as
like,
you rip
what?
as soon as you rip those shorts.
It's on this one, right?
It's on this one. My lap. And yeah, the
Crazy.
rest, I mean, there's more to come. Actually, my daughters just drew me 2 pictures that I'm about to go get tattooed.
Where?
I'm gonna start a leg sleeve of all their art through the years. So Layla's drawn me a really cute cat, a little fat orange cat to get.
I like that.
And Aurora drew me a skull with like blue flames behind it. So I'm gonna start and then just get little things done.
What about your bionic woman?
On my
I like your
ribs?
bionic woman. I want to know like what was
The
behind
story?
It, 'cause I was young whenever you
My
bought
manga
it.
book.
It was her manga book.
It was my
It
drawing
legit
book.
was. It was. She had this really cool book. Do you still have it?
Yeah, it teaches you how to draw manga. I still have it.
So there was this one of like a half bionic, half girl, and it was amazing because like the story behind it was like she was like overly defeated with life or whatever. She didn't want to live how like she was living anymore, and for some reason it just resonated to me. So I have that all up my rib cage here. It's not finished, but it's complete enough that I'm fine just
'Cause you
leaving
said
it.
your wrists were the
Hasn't
worst
been
part.
Finished for 20 years.
I'm not that like.
Okay, maybe
I
like
can't get
15.
tattooed at 10.
Yeah.
15 maybe.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
I'm just
Math
kidding.
is
Even at
mathing.
14.
It's
Yeah,
her
the
girl math.
math.
It's sister math, honestly.
It was one of my favorite drawings in that book, and I have it tattooed. But yeah, like I don't touch it at all. It's like I said, it's colorful enough. You know what it is to see it. If you do see it, that's what it is. I have my butt tattoo. Apparently it shocks Mom every time she sees me wearing something, and I'm like, it says "Game Over" with a skull and crossbones on it.
It's not even bad. It's literally the most like
It's
innocent thing.
pixelated,
It's like
like-
a pixel art thing.
Yep.
So like if she's in her bathing suit because we have a pool, it's like
It's just like off the
just
side
there.
of the cheek. Like it's not on my butt. It's like off to the side. I can't remember what side it's on. That's
It's the
point.
same thing with
I'm
the
at
zombie.
that point-
Changes.
I'm at that point now
They
where I
move.
just don't. I can't remember what side it's on.
Don't forget, we're also
So-
supposed to be getting those ones from Papa's book. So our Papa wrote a book of all of his past, and he actually in this book like sketched things out. So our plan is to get.
I had no idea about this. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
No, I know.
Cool,
You
man.
can be a
Sweet.
like.
Like,
Well, because you're
So-
getting rid of tattoos, you don't know, like you don't.
listen, we'll get to that in a bit, but I just want to, before we get
So you do
into
want
that,
a tattoo?
no, before we get into that, are there any things that, like any tattoos that really mean something to you that are like 100%, I would suggest getting this for somebody? Like I have seen this, but what is it for again?
Okay, so that one is a shot of Bailey's, and in Gaelic, so Irish, right? It says, "I love you, I miss you forever and ever" in Gaelic. So it's a shot of Bailey's because our nanny was obsessed with doing Bailey's shots and then doing a conga line with a bunch of kids. And that's what that memory is for.
Doing
Every
them-
New Year's,
yeah.
every
Love
New
it,
Year's, every New Year's at the church.
Yep.
We used to go to a church for New Year's party, and when I say like we all used to, I mean like all of our grandparents would be there, our cousins,
Both
everybody,
sides.
both sides. Like it was really nice, really wholesome
yeah.
because it was just like an event, and like obviously there were other people from the city there, so it was like it was big. It was at a church, and there was like some drinking, and there was some food, and like yeah,
Some
I remember our
drinking.
nanny and Nana used to.
The drinking was minimal. None.
Yeah, our Nini didn't let loose a lot, but when she did, it was New Year's Eve at St. Peter's
The
Church.
best part about it, though, was that she was so short, she blended in with the children.
She was 5'1".
So, like, unless you were really focused or you were, like, not drunk.
She started a conga line, and Tara joined in, and it was midnight, okay?
It's tragic.
And we had those
Stop.
two things, right? And Tara's behind this guy, and Nanny stops. Everybody else stops. The thing shoves back in Tara's throat, rips the entire roof of her mouth off. I remember, I vividly remember her being like, I need to go home.
No, I didn't know what to do. So there, me and Mom are.
Mom, my mouth is bleeding.
Me and Mom are in the bathroom, and again, this is a trigger warning if you got weak stomach. But I remember because it was in the roof of my mouth. She had me sucking on an ice cube, but I couldn't swallow because there was so much blood coming out, so I just had to keep spitting. So this sink was a massacre.
It's filling up. It's oh no, Bloody Mary came.
No, literally, Mom was I don't know if I need to take you to the hospital. I don't know.
At least it was right around the corner.
That's because she was drunk.
Yeah.
She didn't know.
Okay, so us three together collectively have only ever injured ourselves on a holiday. So
collectively, yes.
I fell down a vent on Canada Day, sliced my thumb open.
I broke my collarbone on Father's Day.
I broke my arm on May 24.
I chipped my growth plate on, it was wintertime. It was the holiday in...
That's when I tie-dyed your cast.
Yep. I think it was, I think it was your birthday.
November?
It was.
Were you trying to think of when my
It was before global warming.
It was before global warming.
And the ice was November, December. Maybe I was on holiday, Christmas holiday. But
I broke my thingy on Good Friday.
Yeah, it's just been good luck having us as children.
We're accident prone, so bad.
Speaking of, you know what came up the other day?
Oh,
the cement. Remember we were behind the garage? We were behind the garage. I chalked this piece of cement straight up because we were throwing rocks over the fence. I don't know why we thought that was entertaining.
But why did you think of block of concrete?
Bitch! Why?
Okay, we're gonna tell the story, but I don't even think I was alive at this point.
No, you weren't.
You were, but you would have been a baby.
Yeah, I was between 1 and 4 living in this house.
Why was fun throwing rocks over the fence? What about that says?
Because we didn't have technology.
We thought we were captured, but yet the whole driveway was open if you wanted to see a little bit more of the world. But no, we decided behind the shed.
Stay in the backyard. We weren't allowed to peek
where I can see you.
If you look around that corner, it's GG's. It's over. There's monsters. There's aliens.
It's literally just a high school schoolyard.
Without somebody else going with you to check on the other side of the garage. We don't know.
Now, that could have been the problem because remember when I went down the street, Mom was like, oh my God, when I was 4.
Yeah, with the moped.
Yeah, or I thought that was when Dad and Pedino left for a drive in their car and you were like, I want to go too, and you ran down the road.
No, they had mopeds. They had mopeds, little scooters, electric scooters, and they were zipping.
They wouldn't take me, bitches.
They wouldn't take her.
Bitches! There's only 2 seats in the car.
Mom apparently thought it was okay to just let Tara out.
Let me fly. I'm a peacock.
Oh my God, she's missing.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Lucky they caught you just before work.
Yeah, it was a busy road.
No, Michigan.
She was the middle child. No one was paying attention to her.
That's exactly what it is. Middle child syndrome. I'm a donkey on the edge. You ain't gonna catch me.
You know what? There's not a lot of things that I remember about that old house because I was between 1 and 4.
It was actually a great house.
It was an amazing house.
I kicked her out of the baby nursery as soon as she was able to walk.
I had a double bed. Excuse me. It was very rude. So I had a room all to myself. It was yellow. Right?
Correction.
No,
I
had a teddy bear
because it was my room. It had a teddy bear banner. It was for me. It was my room. I had a room. I had a room, Selena.
But I kicked one of you out.
Okay, but I remember having a luscious double bed when I was younger. And then one day Ainsley came in and was just like, I'm the oldest. Get out. What am I supposed to do? And my mom and dad were just like, yeah, okay, this makes sense. And then they moved all my stuff into this room with Tara. Tara and I then shared rooms. I don't think it was for very long, though.
You know what's bogus? It was Ainsley and then me. And then you came along. And then it was me and Ainsley. And then Ainsley grew up. And then it was me and you. When was it Tara's time?
For the record, I still haven't grown up.
Okay, but when was it Tara's time? Okay?
I still haven't had my time.
Okay, we'll go back to laughing in a second because I'm gonna bring it.
Hold the laugh.
I'm gonna bring it depressing real sec.
What?
Real sec.
Why?
Yeah. Because I told you, and I thought Ainsley needs to feel this emotion as well.
I feel emotions.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. No, let me finish the story. Let me finish the story about the rock.
Finish the story about the rock.
Okay, we were behind the garage. And we were throwing rocks over the fence because Ainsley and I were like, what's a good time? Throwing rocks over the fence. So younger Tara was like, what's a great time? Like, throwing a concrete block. Throwing a concrete block over the fence. So there she was, wee little baby Tara, just standing there, had a chunk of cement ready to go. And I threw it with all my might. All my might, I threw into this, and I was like,
for the 2 centimeters that lifted above her
head. I thought this thing flew. I was like, where'd she go? Like, it came right back down on my head.
Like hard. Like it was like thought it wasn't. There wasn't even a. It was like a meteorite hitting. Like it was dense.
And like we both looked at each other.
It makes so much sense now.
Probably shouldn't tell mom.
Yeah,
Ainsley was literally like, don't tell mom, you're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a 4-year difference. However old she is, okay, maybe 8. I'm still not reliably responsible enough for you throwing concretes on your head. So
I know.
I told her to lie. I did. You did.
You learn from a young age.
Yeah.
So now that all that laughing.
Time
and we'll
to
go back to like what I remember of that house because it's not much. But I did love that. Yeah, I did love that
we're
house.
gonna circle back.
Yeah, we're gonna circle back
Around
before.
the block.
Yeah, once again. I told Tara, mini eggs. There was a time where me and Tara decided to put Barbies away, and we never opened that box up again.
Ainsley did it too.
But Ainsley was way older. Like, there was a time where Ainsley stopped coming back to Nanny and Papa's house to play Barbies with us. And, like, I want to know, like, do you remember that at all? Because when you moved out, I was 9 years old. Like, if you think about it that way, like,
Ainsley,
you were 18, but I was only 9 years old.
You know what? Thinking about it, it's like, it's almost like a blackout period. Because it wasn't a good time. So, like, that happened, and then seeing, like, I don't remember that. I also don't remember when Nanny got Alzheimer's, and I was going over, like, I don't remember, like, the time frame in between her starting to forget, and then nursing home. And, like, things just seemed to have been blocked out, almost like I was abducted. And it was like, no, we're just going to erase that memory. I don't remember ever. And to be honest, I don't think I ever wanted to think there was a time where you guys would play Barbies or toys without me. I know. Like 9 years.
But there was a time where, like, so we used to play horses all the time because we had, like, remember those toy horses?
You say this, and then I'll say this.
Yeah.
You say this.
But, like, it was in the yellow bin at Nanny and Papa's house.
Yeah,
but
I had all my Briar horses.
But there was a long time when you were never at school that came home where me and Tara played with them.
Basically, what she's getting at, though, is, like, it brought me to tears in the last episode, is that she's like, there was a time, Ainsley, when you helped us clean up those horses, and it was your last time. And you never said bye. You never got to have that final.
But how was I supposed to know that?
That's exactly,
what I said. Like, there was no, and you know what? I think about that often with my daughters. With my 2 girls, because there's times where, like, yes, I argue with them. They're getting older, but there's going to be a last time for them holding my hand across the road. A last time where I need to put something on their boo-boos. Yeah.
Or, like, a toy you have to throw away. Yeah, or a toy you have to throw away.
Or, exactly. Like, there's toys that I keep from them that I put in boxes because I don't want them to know. And I'm like, oh, they don't need that. And then I'm, like, looking at it. Or a picture they drew, and I'm just like, this was her last, the last.
But I think the thing that
with you guys, like,
I think the thing that's most, like,
traumatizing,
not sad, but, like, weird in a weird way because we're 9 years apart, is that I remember one time playing horses with you, and that's the only thing I remember.
It would be because it was such a an age difference.
It is.
Like it wasn't.
Way to go, Mom.
It was the time you were into Blue's Clues and I was watching Recess or Pokemon. Like there's that age gap where it was like.
I love Blue's Clues.
And then if we could include you, it was like, here, we're gonna give you this stuffed duck, and you can be the killer duck of the farm. Just
I was a cute baby. Thank you very much.
Like you were definitely, of course, but fuck.
It's okay. We don't censor it.
We need to make up for a lot of time.
No, but isn't that crazy that like I remember like there's one
It's
like
not-
where it's just like
I was gonna say it's not even making up for it though. Although I'm all
No, it's
for
not. We're
a
way
sister
closer
trip
now
to
than-
Wonderland.
yeah
Like,
or Disney, that's fine.
or
But
Disney
like
would
we're
be
way
dope.
closer now than
Don't
we have
push it.
ever been because there was such a large gap between us. Like I was 9 years old. I came home from a soccer game and Ainsley had moved out of the house.
And
Like
that's-
that
that's
was
what
the
it was.
end of it.
That's what I think it was the most. Is that the gap is such a huge part because like my girls being 8 and 6.
Yeah, thank God they're so
Or 8 and
close.
7, 9 and 7, however old they are. I do know how old my kids are.
I'm pretty sure they're like 10 and 7.
No, they're 9 and 7. Laura's turning 9 this year. She's not that old. But we'll see.
They're a year apart,
I
like right in
remember mom
exactly
being
a
like,
year.
well,
2 years.
it's like you said, mom wanted to have more time between kids, but
You don't realize.
now I don't
what
feel like
is
I have
between
more
them,
of a relationship with Tara, but like it's some with us, it's like you just all of a sudden you're like, and I'm still thinking you're a baby, but no, you're 20 something.
I also moved away
But I'm
too.
like, yeah, I'm like, well, no,
Yeah.
like that's not how this happens. Like the
It
age group
is.
kind of like,
I agree. But like when we were talking in the last episode, Tara and
Yeah.
I used to fight all the time.
Absolutely.
Because Ainsley and I, honestly, I feel like we didn't really live together. We lived together
We
for 9
didn't.
years. That was about it.
and it wasn't even like a.
So
you were
Tara and I,
baby.
Tara and I used to fight all the time, and then one day it was just like, okay, cool, friends.
like
This
I
is
don't
awesome.
understand. Yeah, like we
So then it was
fought
all the kind
time.
of same with like all three of us. It was just like, oh, we're sisters. Okay, yeah, we're pretty cool. Like let's hang out. And I'd say right now is the closest we've ever been because we're
Probably.
9 years
It's
apart.
Adult though. It's
It is adult. Like as an adult, you don't want to hang
if
out
you
with
were
a teenager.
if you were still like I mean, maybe I could probably get my youth back, but I would be that embarrassing older sister that's like
I'm
"Oh
an
my God,
embarrassing
have
human
you
being.
seen me dance? Have
Yes,
you
at
seen me
multiple of
dance?"
my birthday parties.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I'm supposed to be the chaperone, I'm a terrible chaperone. Like, remember, mom's like, make sure you watch them. I'm drunk.
Tara
That was
calls mom and dad
Ashley's
home.
fault. Ashley, she was the one that got me drunk.
She got me drunk too, actually, one time.
Right? Oh, I see what you guys planned now.
Oh my God!
Me
Yeah,
and
I went to
Ashley are
Ashley's
best friends
house
for
and
it.
Selena got me wasted. I was like,
She was on the floor. It was Perry's birthday. She was on the floor in the bathroom petting the cat.
well, yeah, the
cat
cat was
that they
laying on
have.
the ground. So obviously, you don't pet the cat standing up. Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand
Yeah.
who does that. That's just weird.
And dad came down and was just like, time to go, Tara. It's time to go.
I don't understand though. Like that's actually what bothers me though is that like I wasn't doing anything. I was petting the cat on the ground.
It was the fact that you were on the ground.
I know, but it's like okay,
I'm not allowed to lay here.
I'm not allowed to lay here. Like I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want
It
to.
was so fun though. It was a very fun time.
Sorry, I don't want to stand up. Like,
Yeah.
I think you've boggled my mind for today.
I did, and I like doing that. It's my favorite thing to do is boggle
Because
people's
it's
minds.
like, shit.
Can you
It's
please?
odd,
It makes
though.
me
Can
feel
you-
like a shitty older sister.
No,
but there
not a
was
shitty
no
older-
reason
no, no,
for
no,
me
no,
to
no,
be
no, no,
because
no.
there was that gap.
You shouldn't
The
feel like
gap
that
is
at all.
bad.
No, it wasn't a shitty older sister thing. It was the fact that like, oh, like do you,
That's
you
9
were
years.
older.
Yeah.
Do you remember that last time that we were playing together?
No.
Like the last time
But
I
do
remember we were at
my
Nanny and
little
Papa's.
Barbie trailer, the aqua. Remember the aqua vehicle trailer?
I wonder what happened to
and
that.
then
The truck.
the horses.
It was a truck.
Mom would say, "Oh, you have it," but I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't
I
know where
never
that
got
went.
it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
feel
where
like
that
this is typical for people with such age gaps anyway, though. Like, I don't think it's just us. Like, it's not.
But you know what we can all agree on?
Wonderland.
Espresso
Yes,
Chateau's.
but also I was gonna just say like it all circles back to Papa's house, Papa's basement.
That's it.
That's
Like,
where we hung out. That was a
there
hangout.
was-
That's the last memory I have.
Okay.
Papa's basement.
When
yeah.
you went to Papa and Nanny's, there was no. It was like time stopped. There was no problems on Earth. There was no issues. It was
100%.
everything was fantastic. And then as soon as you left, it was like, oh god, the world.
Yeah, if you were sick,
We were there for an hour and a half, and
Yeah.
it felt like 4 days.
if
It
you
was the
were
best.
if you were sick, you would go spend time with Nanny for about 3 hours. You'd be walking on sunshine coming out of the house
Yeah,
after.
you're
Like, literally,
like,
like,
are
I
you
don't
even sick?
understand.
No. Like
and
it
no
was-
needles included.
Wow, were you even sick today? It's like Honestly, yes. I was violently ill 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
their house was like a secret fortress,
Probably.
like an alien abductive like fortress.
No, they
where
probably
it's-
had like a thing around it, like a force field.
a force field.
Force field.
Force field for
I
you
like
go
how,
through the.
okay, so I was letting Luna in and out, and she just like does like a little hop, skip, and a jump over the wire.
Because
She's so
she's
cute.
pretty much blind.
She's cute.
Not blind.
To
What are
jump-
you
She's
talking
pretty
about blind?
close.
She's not blind. What are you talking about? She has a
Well,
bad
Finnegan's
hip.
looking pretty cute.
He's a.
He just
evil.
got cut. Like his
Like,
haircut.
On the west side.
No, his
Okay, so now that I had destroyed everybody's happiness and we were laughing, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah.
We'll go back.
So the concrete on the head. Pretty sure
The
that's why
concrete
I
on the
turned
head,
out the way I
yes.
did.
I can agree.
Explains a lot.
Yeah.
Shut up. It
But
doesn't. I
I'll
came out
tell you
fine.
my.
I think you're perfect.
Me too.
Fine.
I think I'm perfect.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think I'm more
Perfectly
perfect though.
fine.
So we'll talk. I'm gonna say the only things I remember about that house because you probably won't. I remember on my 3rd birthday, I wore a teal outfit, and everyone was in the basement. We had a pool table and a TV.
I remember you saying Mambo Italiano.
And I walked
with your little
down the
diaper?
stairs in my teal
Little
outfit on my
big
3rd
booty?
birthday. That was the only thing. That's one of the things I remember.
Okay, walking down the stairs.
What
And
are
my
the
teal
things-
outfit. It had ruffles on the sleeves.
I don't remember
I
the
don't
teal
remember
outfit.
this outfit.
Okay, well I do. So whatever.
I remember
Yeah,
us being at Nana's and in the dining room when you walked up the stairs, you would come and put on your Mambo Italiano show and like your little diapers just swaying. She's just got.
I was a
everything in
performer.
one.
You did get into the
You
dance.
really did get.
I still
into
do
it.
put that song
Yeah.
on now, and we'll see how
That's
it
what I
goes. Yeah.
remember.
And then the other one I remember is
Wait for the wedding tapes. I will have a video of her singing Mambo
Yeah.
Italiano.
that's fine. I'll do it
If that
on
hasn't
live.
gone over the
Yeah.
race.
Well, I remember us having an oval table. It was
Yep.
not oak, but it was a little darker.
No, it was white, wasn't it? It
I
was
thought
like
it
the
was.
white.
I thought it was like an
cream
orange
colored table. On Echo, it was the cream colored table. Remember that?
That used. I think that was the newer one. I think our older one was like more orange, like a darker color wood.
Ah, I could have sworn it was
But
all light
I remember
there, 'cause
mom
that would've been
spilling her
90s.
stir fry, and she said, "Shit." And then because I wanted to be like mom, I spilled a piece of rice, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And she was like, "What did you say?" And I immediately started bawling. She was like, "Go to your room," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "What did I do wrong?" And then she came in after, and she's like, "Why did you say that?" And I was like, "Because I wanted to be like you." That was another thing I remember about that house.
What did we learn?
Not to say the S word.
Don't be like our parents.
Yeah.
Wait, but now it's okay because they're dropping bombs. I'm dropping bombs left, right, and center.
But sorry, the last thing I remember is whenever we were moving, the moving truck was in the driveway. I had Swan Lake Barbie, and she
Yep.
changed outfits. So one side it was like her regular dress, and then like you like switched it around, and it was her like fancy one, and she had a tiara. I broke the tiara off her head, and I planted it in the tree in the front.
And it's probably
Is
not
it
there.
still there?
I don't know if they still have the tree,
poor
but I remember.
Cappuccino's buried at EX or Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, our old cat.
Ainsley's like sad.
I only knew Cappuccino for 4 years.
He died like Elvis in the shitter.
He did.
That's what I mean. I knew he did because Tara came home from Taekwondo or something and was
And
just like,
Ainsley
why
poked
is he
her-
sleeping outside?
No, I didn't. No, I came home from Taekwondo. I opened the back door and Ainsley pokes her head out of the back door. I'm not even in the house yet.
I'm abrupt when
And
it comes
Ainsley's
to
like,
boss.
Cappuccino died. I was like,
You're like, what?
she's
I'm
like,
he died in the litter box. It's the best way. You break it. You break it. Then
You know what?
in the
Easy clean
litter
up for that.
you know,
It's fine.
soften the blow, right? And Dad's like, the cat was like,
it was just old age, I'm pretty sure.
it was. He wasn't
Because he was like 18.
The way mom and dad explain it is that mom came home from dance with me and you. You were at home with
It
dad.
was clearly Taekwondo.
and dad's digging a hole and she's like, what is happening? And he's like, bring the girls inside.
But
And then Tara's like, oh, like, why is Cappuccino outside? And he's like, bring the girls inside.
do you know how I found out? I was laying on the couch watching TV, and all of a sudden I hear, "Cat's dead."
Dad's like,
That's
that's very
what-
abrupt. He's just like, yep, here is
That's
it.
what
I was
Dad's
like, "What?" And he goes, "The cat died."
Yeah.
And then he showed me, and I'm like, "Oh."
He showed
You were like 9 years old.
I'm like, "Okay." And then you guys get home, and I open the door, and I'm like, "Cat's dead."
So you get it from dad, just like point blank, like,
That's
here
exactly
it is.
where she
Yep.
gets it from. We never
Here
knew.
it is.
Yeah,
Full
that's
circle.
exactly it. Legit, him just being like, "Cat's dead," like as if you were on a boat, being like, Pork barrel!
Yeah, cats are here. Like in what is it? Mary
Sure.
Poppins? Where like the guy on the ship and he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah,
And
just
he's yelling,
someone is barking at our cat's dead! That's what it was.
oh shit. Sorry,
Oh my
there's gonna
God.
have to be a sound warning on this one.
I'm sorry.
A sound warning and like all over the place because we started off talking about tattoos. And we never finished it either. So like,
We can go back.
well, yeah, we'll circle back right now. That was a good, fun trip down memory lane. I should get a black cat for.
I want one
Cappuccino
of those
because-
fancy cat outlines because like I have Willow
Yeah.
now. And like yes, Cappuccino.
See, Cappuccino and Willow have been the only cats I've ever liked in my entire
you
life.
can't deny they've been the best cats.
See, what I was thinking of getting Piper's little like nose
That's cute.
thing
Yeah, the
tattooed
outline, yeah.
somewhere on. We'll see.
See, I know it's cliche, but like I feel like Willow's paw print actually would mean something
But like,
to me.
Willow is the best cat ever in the entire world.
She
I love
is
Willow.
the
so much.
best.
She's
Like,
the
she's
best
been
cat.
around the longest.
Not the longest, but like she's not like one of those cats
No,
that
she
like
has
you
been
look at
around
her
the
and she's
longest.
just like, like you go to her and she's just like, hi. Pet me.
Like, were you talking about me?
And she's so pretty.
She
Like
is the
her
prettiest.
eyes are probably my favorite. Like if I could get her eye, like an eye tattoo of
Yeah.
her, something cool, like I
You
would.
could if you took a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a lot of them too.
Yeah. Talking about tattoos, Ainsley lived in
A
the
tattoo
house
parlor.
for
I
yeah,
thought she
in a
was
tattoo
living, like,
parlor.
the
Yeah.
ghetto.
She lived in the basement while I was still at home for a couple months, and I remember her showering in my shower, and I was
Oh.
like, there was saran wrap on the corner, and there was like black on it. So when you have a tattoo, they saran wrap it, and when you take it off, there's residue of the ink.
Because everybody knows
obviously.
about ink
everybody.
sacs.
I
Yeah,
wonder what tattoo
right.
it was.
It was this one.
My neck?
Yep.
But they knew I got a
No,
tattoo.
it was your neck one because they didn't know you got a neck one until I was like, "Hey, Ainsley left the plastic
I
in
tried to
in
hide
the
it
shit in the
so
shower." So she left it in the shower, and I go up to the parents were gone. Ainsley was upstairs making food or something, and I was like, "Ainsley, what tattoo did you get?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, Ainsley,
I should
there's
have
saran wrap
I should
in
have took a
the
picture
shower.
here.
Yeah,
What are you
like.
talking about? I just
What
said
do you
it's
like? What do you mean?
Westman
Like I know you got
Pizza.
a tattoo. Like I'm not. Like I know what this is. And she's
Ainsley's-
like, oh. And then she showed me, and I was like,
Selena.
when are you telling mom and dad?
Selena.
And she was like, I'm not. I'm like,
Selena Ainsley's trying to cook, and she's like, "What do you want?"
I got a kink in my neck.
She's like stirring the
Yeah.
pasta. She's like trying to.
it's August, 100 degrees outside. She's wearing
turtleneck's
it.
up
Yeah,
to
she's
here.
wearing a turtleneck. Yeah,
She's
exactly.
got a hoodie, but the hood's pulled all the way around. It's
You know what's-
backwards.
You know what's funny though is that like I'm at that point where I have so many tattoos that like even mom will be like, "That's a new one," and I'm like, "No, I've had it for like 3 years."
Yeah, like I've never
legit.
seen this
The
one.
balloon and stuff.
I don't
This is
remember that
over-
one.
This is a lot of years old. That's like over 10.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And,
Like
like,
I
everyone's
don't
just-
remember seeing this one with the writing. I don't remember the
Yeah.
jellyfish. I don't remember a lot of things.
But everyone's just like, "That's new," and I'm like, "No, that's years old actually."
But you haven't covered your back at all, really. Like your back is pretty blurred.
Not yet, no. I want to get like, I'm still like on the fence of what I want there.
Yeah.
Because I need this shoulder blade covered as well.
I think I only have one on my back.
Well, Tara, let's go through yours.
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? They're right in front of you on your arm.
No, on my back. Stupid.
Stupid.
Is this too strong for you?
A little bit. I have the one on my back. That's
Okay,
a
well,
Tim
Tara will
Burton
go through
quote.
hers. So let's go through hers.
Well, I mean, Ainsley's got more meaningful quotes than I do.
Like what?
Yeah, not me.
This one is I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Like the Dawson Creek theme song. That's what it's for. You read it and then you're like, I don't want to wait for my life to
Honestly,
be over.
all I can think of is like the Family Guy spoof where he's like, "I don't want to wait for my lunch to get colder."
Every time I hear that song.
And there's nothing wrong with cold lunch as long as
Well, it
it's
depends on.
assorted
No,
sub.
no, no. It depends on what it is.
Assorted sub.
There can be
cold.
yeah,
Wait,
but there's
You don't
food.
toast that.
You know what other tattoos I like? Of yours is the handprints.
Oh, I do have those. I see. I forget all the time. I have my daughter's handprints tattooed.
Are those the real sized handprints?
They are.
Okay.
It was taken at different times because I think Aurora's was like literally a month after she was born, and then Layla's might have been a little later. But they're two different styles, which I love. And then it's kind of hard to see with like the writing, but
But they're cool.
yeah,
I like
those
those.
are my favorite. If I had a third, it would probably have to go somewhere like up here.
You also have a lot of matching ones with Mom. Don't you have the matching
Two.
seahorses?
There's two.
And the shamrock.
Yeah, the shamrocks. Yeah,
But then you guys also had the butterfly one for Nana.
Yes.
I don't have that one.
you have that.
I do.
I don't have that one.
It's a pancreatic
What
cancer
do I
ribbon
have
with
on
wings.
this leg? Oh, there's a feather.
Why?
Light as a
Oh,
feather.
I do.
Feather.
because she felt as light as a feather that day.
As light as a feather.
So Tara, go to yours then.
I have a really sad. Happy
Most of mine
face
are
on my butt,
themed.
too.
What?
There's a sad happy
A
face. on my
sad
butt.
happy
On your what?
face.
Like it's you know what? It's when I've gained weight, the happy face started to go. It's not professionally done. It's fun done. It's it's the best happy face that just every time I gain weight, it's like
I don't know what to say to that.
it's great.
Tara, go.
How's life going?
Yeah, Tara, go.
Basically, I have one on my back that a lot of people forget about. I forget about it, but it's the Tim Burton quote where it's like one person's craziness is another person's reality. I genuinely liked that one.
See, for the longest time, I thought it was one man's trash is another man's treasure.
I also live by that. I live by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
You're trash.
But, like, should I put trash on my body? Should I just get a trash can?
Yeah.
Like,
And then I can say,
Grimace?
"Oh my God, when'd you get this self-portrait?"
Oh, if you open the dictionary. Yeah. Okay, continue.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
What about your weird obsession with Harry Potter?
Yeah, no, that's over.
I wouldn't say it's a
That's-
weird
yeah,
obsession.
it's not
I'd say
weird
it
'cause
was
it's
a
popular.
lifetime.
It
Yeah.
was
Good.
it was a choice.
Until
Like
everything happened.
until this guy is probably one of my favorites. When did I get that cut? I don't know, but it's my little Nessie.
You don't get them colored in. It's like you're just
No.
like I just want the outline and then give up.
No, I don't give up. I just want the outline. I like
Although,
that.
but you do have your snitch. And stuff.
Yeah. And then I got Deadlock Rebels, which if you don't know, honestly, it's probably best for your mental health. If you do know, I'm sorry for your loss of time that you've spent playing Overwatch. It's like my favorite character in that game. I got like 1-to-1 her tattoo that she has. So it's not a tattoo of the character, it's the same tattoo the character has, which I like, you know. I have the dark mark, but I'm actually going to start saving to get that removed because that's going to be a bitch. It's going to be
Why do you
painful
want
because
it
it's deep.
removed?
Because I'm done with Harry Potter, and I just don't want that kind of stuff on my body anymore. Plus, I think if it's gone and if it does end up leaving like a mark, I'd rather at least get it light enough so that I can cover it with
Let me see.
spider lilies,
Let me see.
which are in animes.
It'll leave a scar.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick. It's
But I'll cover it with flowers. I'm gonna cover it with flowers.
Well, if there's not too many blowouts, you should be able to.
Yeah, like I think
It
most
might
of it
just
will
be
go away.
thicker, but
But he went deep. So, like,
It's
that'll
not too
scar. That'll
deep.
be scar tissue. Feel it. It's raised.
But all my tattoos
it's
raise and
not
go
as bad.
down.
Like feel like I have raised tattoos.
Not really.
I'll show you one.
Yeah, show you one. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
Do yours not raise and then like go away and then raise?
It depends. This one, every once in a while, I'll get like allergy reactions to the yellow, and it'll just like swell out.
I had an allergic reaction
And
to
then
yellow.
that's it. It'll go around, and then like there's some here, like you can tell like that state, like feel that, like that's.
Okay, yeah. But that's my goal, is to get rid of this one, cover it with some sort of flower, preferably the spider lilies from like anime and stuff. And then I don't know if I'd keep this snitch.
Keep it.
I almost want to.
Every time I talk about you, I talk about that tattoo.
It is a beautiful tattoo.
It's gorgeous.
actually. Like it's fun. It's eccentric.
Yeah, Tara has the golden snitch on her
Yeah,
forearm.
you can't really see it.
Yeah.
Stand up
And it's like
give her a
watermarked. Yeah, it's
show.
watermarked. It's an insane tattoo.
I mean, yeah. And then I also have the last sentence in the book, which I'd be okay to part with that. Oh, this one's probably my favorite because Porter Robinson's my favorite music
Who stops
artist.
a book series that all was well?
A
That's
genius.
what do you mean? That's how they ended
No,
it.
because it wasn't well.
Well, it was at the
That
time.
it wasn't
was, yeah.
well that you committed a bunch of murders and war.
Yeah, but
Harry
the
didn't.
Overlord was done. So, like, whatever. We're gonna
And then
kill
I'm
a
trying
few
to think-
people in my way.
Oh,
whatever.
I really like the
Now we know
Elsa.
how you two work.
The
Oh,
Elsa
yeah,
on my
Elsa
leg
is
is
good.
actually like probably
I love
one of the
Elsa.
best ones because it was the original artwork from the Disney books. And then I also have a killer pumpkin actually on my ankle that everybody loves. And the color kept so well.
It is fun.
Yeah, and you know what? It actually reminds me of Nanny because she always loved her like pumpkins and her
She went
little
out with her
uglies.
little witch hat.
And like, so this one
She was a
actually
witch
does-
every year.
This one actually does remind me of like
It's
my nanny. It's a silly little pumpkin.
It's funny watching how like if you're to line all three of us up, it goes from the most extreme tattoos to
Themed.
getting there themed, and then you are the most dainty tattoo person that I know. Like you have a meaning and like a thought and like a
I have some without
delicate-
meaning. I'll let you know that.
The trees.
Okay, are you done with yours? I'll go through mine.
done?
Otherwise, I just have the sun and moon on my fingers that I would be okay
Any
to
butt
part
tattoos?
with. No, the only other tattoo I have is the one on my rib. You saw it happen, right? When she went, as soon as she went over it, I was like,
Oh
"You've done me dirty."
yeah.
It's that, or I'm just gonna get them blacked out, ringed.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, like just blacked out, just fill it in, give me a ring. Otherwise that's it. Oh, I don't think I'd get rid of the Expecto Patronum.
No. Never.
That one's kind of cool, and also the artist that did it, like I do like him. He did this one too. It's just this one's just a lot more prominent. So it's like that one, like it's one of those like if you know, find lightness in the dark.
You know.
But then, like these ones, I'm okay to part with for
Yeah.
sure. I'm just ready for
This one's
change.
my favorite.
Airplane.
Freaking airplane.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
paper plane
I
behind
love
my
it.
ear
It's
because
my
I always
favorite.
just, I've always gone
When I
to the
first
beat of
got
my own
tattoo,
drum.
I asked you, remember? And I was
Yeah.
like, "What should I get for my very first tattoo?" And I was gonna do a plane because you were like, "Oh, you like to
I
travel."
told you because you like to travel, but you never did.
I never did.
You should get a
plane.
compass.
But okay, so I'll go through
You
mine
can
really
find your way
quick
back
because
here.
I actually I have 12 and a half. So my first one this is not my first one I've got done, but the one I can remember the most because it's right there in front of me. It's Veni Vidi Vici. It's
I
Greek
want to get that.
for I came, I saw, I conquered. It's Julius
Which is
Caesar.
weird because you're Italian.
But it's Julius Caesar, and when I read that book in high school, like that thing, like it just like stayed in my mind the entire time. And like I came, I saw, I conquered. Like it's kind of like
You did over.
it is very not even that though. Like I got that before everything happened, but I was just like, oh my god, like if I actually hate the tattoo, like how can I? Like it ages very well, like no matter what I do.
Yeah.
And it's very
Mine is
deep,
so
so
much.
it'll scar anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I can't
actually
remove
do.
it.
I want that and like
Yeah.
a memento mori.
When all
And it's
this merges,
like I
I'm
do
gonna
a-
look like the page master. when all
Eh,
the-
whatever.
She's gonna be like really colorful.
Yeah. I got 1967 because both our parents were born in 1967.
What?
Yeah.
Just kidding, I did that.
That's probably why they like me so much. And then on the back of this
Favorite, by the way, favorite daughter. Right.
I'm gonna deny the back of this
You
arm.
can't.
I think it's the back of this arm. It might be this arm. I can't remember, but it's 10 Corinthians to 13, and it's the Bible verse for basically it says that when
She
God,
doesn't remember.
yeah, God will never give you more than you can handle. So like even if you think you're in a very tough spot, like God would never give you more than you can handle. And then on this side, I have my Nana's day to death, and then underneath I have a thing from my Nono. It says "Love Nono Tote" that he wrote on a Christmas card one year. I have waves on the side that have no meaning at all.
Well, you like
were
the
obsessed with the
beach.
beach.
Yeah, that's a big.
were
I
part
did
of
go to
it.
the beach every single day.
Yeah, you were obsessed.
But I still do have waves that absolutely like I get it for anybody or anything. It has no meaning. And then on the one side of my side, it says "Learn a little something from the worst times." It's Florida Georgia Line lyrics. I love Florida Georgia Line. I hate that they're not together anymore. They're my favorite
They
band.
broke up?
Long time ago.
I don't know. That's wild.
What?
Do you know the song 5'9"?
Yeah.
That's one of the Florida Georgia Line guys because they broke up. Yeah, they were like, "Yeah, we want to focus on family. We're gonna take a break from making music."
This is upsetting.
Yeah.
Oh. But
Yeah.
It's on YouTube now. But
I
I'm
know.
so upset.
Yeah, exactly. I have one
Great,
by-
now the world.
Yeah.
Well, now the
Yeah.
world knows.
I have a.
Imagine if people didn't know and you just broke it to them.
Oh, it's been years.
I
Ainsley.
know. But
Yeah.
Still.
I have a heart behind my
Shocked.
ear that I got because I was annoyed with my boyfriend at the time, which is now my fiance, and he didn't like tattoos, so I was like, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. So I
That's
got
what
a
that
tattoo.
is?
Yeah, I did.
That's a spiteful tattoo. I'm
It is a
so
spiteful
proud
tattoo,
of you
yeah.
because I like spiting.
Yeah, it was like
That's why
a.
my hair's been
yeah.
blue. I've shaved my
Yeah,
head.
we were dating for a year, and he's
That's
like,
in
"I don't
spite
like
of you.
tattoos," and then he made me mad, and then I went and got a tattoo.
See, and I didn't
Yeah.
that off on her.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
And then on my ankle, I have
9 years,
gladiolas.
9 years.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then on my ankle, I have gladiolas because they are the August birth month flower, but they are also my nanny's favorite flower. So it
They're
kind of worked
pretty.
out. And then
don't
I
think
have
they were
a
Nanny's favorite, were they?
They were.
Gladiolas? I thought she
gladiolas and
had-
lilies. Those were nanny's favorite.
I think there's one more in there too.
well,
Those
one
big
of three. I got one of three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hydrangeas.
Loved
She
hydrangeas.
loved
And then I have
hydrangeas.
I have an evergreen on the back of my ankle because at one point I was obsessed with country. I still am. I love country music,
So
but like I'm not.
evergreen tree makes you think of country?
and it was cool. Like, look at it.
Why don't you put a
Like,
little
that's a
spur
cool-
on the back of your
No, but that's like a
shoes?
cool like tree. Like, doesn't that look cool?
Yeah, it looks like a tree.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, I
when
got a cool
standing in
tree on my
cons, it's pretty
ankle.
cool.
Is it what kind of?
An evergreen.
Is it like an Alberta?
It's a tall one.
spruce or a?
Yeah, it's a spruce, sure.
That's all.
And then
So
I have one
think
across
that's
my
really the
back.
country.
I have one across my back that says, "Aren't you lovely?" My grandpa's handwriting. But
Oh
I'm
my God.
currently getting it. I don't know. I'm currently getting it removed. It's up high,
Where is
up
it?
higher.
Higher, it's higher.
Actually, no, it's pretty gone.
Exactly.
You don't even have it anymore.
So I'm getting it. I was in the middle of getting it removed, and the more you go in the sun, it fades, obviously. And like I got removal treatments. Hurts, but I've done quite a bit, and honestly, I think if you actually like try to look for it, I think it looks like faded pen. Like if someone were to write on you in pen, and
now it looks like you may have just bruised yourself a little. It doesn't even look like there's no pen marks. You can't tell. It's just like a little bit of gray.
Why'd you get it
Well,
removed?
because the "Aren't you lovely?"
It looks
looked like "Aren't you lonely?"
lonely?
Because of the way she did it. She was not my tattoo artist that I go to now that I really, really trust.
Would you go back and get it somewhere else?
Aren't you lovely? No, because I don't have the writing from him. I would get something else in memory of Papa. Even like I want to do a sailboat. So you were talking about me
lighthouse
getting
is
stuff.
big.
I would do a lighthouse, but I want to do a sailboat for Papa.
I
I want to get like
an.
an outline version of a Formula One car with Dad.
I was thinking about getting ravioli. A little tattooed ravioli.
Oh yeah, like deep fried ravioli.
A
That'd
little
be great.
ravioli just tattooed with
Right there.
Dad,
What do you mean?
right?
Right there. Right there.
Right there. I want a ravioli for Dad.
Yeah, and then you have two with Mom. I don't think I have any with Mom yet.
I don't have any.
Yeah, but like even after this now though, like no, I wouldn't probably do anything like out of want. It'd probably have to
Now it'd
have
have to be
me.
a bottle of wine. A bottle of wine and a plate of ravioli for Mom and Dad.
Well, I know that we were talking
Wine
about
and
getting
pasta
the Eiffel
go great
Tower
together.
together.
Oh, yeah,
See,
but
I
then
did want to
should
go like every single place that I go to. I want to get a tattoo like where we were, but it's been too late.
I heard doors.
I
Yep.
hate that.
Okay, but like the question is like,
It's been I can't. We have not been recording this entire time. I'm
What?
kidding. It's been
What?
51 minutes.
51?
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
I don't know. I think we should still do the Eiffel Tower because it was our first big trip.
No, it was just like it was so random. Like I found these things. I asked Kevin. He said no, and then I asked Sarah, and then she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay."
So Kevin said no, so you brought him anyways?
Kevin
Yeah.
said no, and then I was like, "Okay, I'm going." He was like, "Well, I'm gonna go if you're going."
Oh. The skeleton.
Yeah, 51 minutes. I can't believe it's already been 51 minutes. We really haven't talked about anything.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
We did joke around a lot about our past.
Why are you making editing hard?
Me? Why?
You have to zoom in on your tattoos.
Zoom in all you want. I'm a walking billboard.
They did have other questions for us
Oh,
as
what are they?
sisters.
Oh, that's always fun.
The main one was tattoos, but then like once I saw a tattoo, I was like, okay, like let's cut it short.
Yes, I
Ainsley
do
has-
pour my milk before cereal. Nobody likes soggy cereal.
Nobody likes that
Especially
either.
me.
And it doesn't get soggy regardless of how you pour your milk
It
or
does.
cereal.
Eat it quickly, but still.
No, you got to be leaving it there, man. Like if you're
No, I eat it quick. That's what I don't even eat cereal. I eat raisin bread, but still.
raisin bread,
Raisin bread.
I've had that just recently. It's so good.
Sit-
Manny used to put it in my lunches.
like the loaf,
No,
When was
you
she packing your lunches?
Slices. There was a time.
like cinnamon
There
raisin
was
bread.
a time. She would butter my bread and then put it in my lunchbox. My little yellow lunchbox that was like, the old Union Dudes lunchboxes
Yeah.
that were metal. And I would just walk on over to school and I had my little yellow lunchbox.
You know what I
my
remember?
Raisin bread. Don't tell me what.
Every time this woman would have toast at home,
Who?
she would be making
No.
cinnamon spread like it's her day job. She'd be like, butter, cinnamon, sugar, whip it up every time she had
She
toast.
did it for her
every
kids
time
too when
had
she
toast.
lived
It was
here.
the
There
best
was a
cinnamon spread
container
ever,
of cinnamon
though.
spread.
Yeah,
Did you complain? No.
but it was every time you had toast.
You want my recipe for cinnamon spread? It's cinnamon, sugar, and butter. That's it.
Mom's like, what do you want for breakfast? Ainsley's like, I got this.
Do it for taste. Do it to taste.
Okay, should we wait and like we're already at 54 minutes? Do
Just keep
we
going.
make a long one or do we
Why
just come
not?
in and make
Surprise
two?
them since you've got a guest star.
We could
Star.
make two.
You've got a
Yeah,
guest
yeah.
Ellen star.
Well, like you could be in two, but that's okay. which sister got in trouble the most, which one got away with the most, and what was your guys' things to do together?
Got in trouble the most. I led the way.
No, Tara.
100%.
Bullshit.
No, Tara.
No, 100.
No.
When
Yeah.
you left, 100%.
After I left, but before that, addled years up.
No, it
was Tara,
it would still be me.
100%
It
Tara.
would still be me.
Regardless,
100%.
Selena's the perfect
No,
one.
do you remember when
Absolutely.
Tara was sitting at the table? You were here for dinner. The phone thing came, and she was like, Tara, you have to start paying for your phone. And she was like, well, why do I have to start paying for my phone? And she got sent to her room.
What?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Tara was like, I don't have a job. And Mom was like, get one.
I was literally
remember-
15.
I remember-
I'm sick and tired of paying for your phone.
I remember sitting at the table making a Volkswagen Bug out of mashed potatoes.
I do remember
I
that.
remember that, but I remember just getting in trouble for existing.
I did too. You weren't alone.
Do you remember? Okay, do you remember the time I got angry and younger Tara thought, in spite of
You were
everybody,
always
because I
angry.
said I didn't want KFC and they brought home KFC, and it was when Mom had the tall table, and I took the chicken and I rubbed it on her table, making it all greasy. Because younger Tara thought, oh, this is spiteful. Like,
You're like, nah, you just wasted the flavors.
but then Mom was like,
11 spices.
But then Mom was like, she couldn't even be mad because she was like, did you just rub chicken grease on the table? I was like, oh, I'm so mad.
Okay, well, there's lots of ways you can take this. To be honest, a whole separate episode could be between me and Tara, who you think is the worst.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm not even joking. No.
The
you could
worst?
easily- or, well, whatever the first part of the question was. I forgot, to be honest.
Got in
Who gets in
trouble.
trouble the
Not
most?
we're bad
Okay,
people.
yeah, got in trouble. You're the worst.
You're the
that could be
worst.
a whole other episode.
One
where me and her go head to head.
One time, Ainsley and I were sitting across from each other at the table, and she pissed me off, and I said, I'm going to throw this spoon at you. And she pissed me off even more.
She threw a spoon at my face.
I whipped that spoon like a frisbee. And
Like, no, it was a ninja star. Like,
Selena.
you had it and was like,
Selena, I don't think you were there for that, but yeah, it hit her like right like this.
I
Yeah,
had a
remember
gash
it.
above my nose.
Might
But
I add, the reason why I don't get in trouble a lot is thanks to you guys. Like, I would not have
You
anybody to
should
thank
thank us.
but them.
I need flowers.
Honestly,
Yeah,
same.
I saw
Maybe
them.
send us some flowers.
Yeah,
You
I
should
saw
thank
them
us.
get.
I need therapy.
Yeah, I
You
saw
came
them.
for my counselor.
I saw them get in trouble so often. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to do that, so I never did it,
We
and I
paved
just
the
did
way
it.
for her success.
we walked so Selena could run.
Literally.
I crawled, she walked, she mowed it out. I made the divots, she planted them in, and then it was smooth sailing for Selena.
It was the next question is what would you guys do together? And one, we would go away to Toronto every year for my
Wonderland,
birthday.
apparently, because we
No,
talked
in the
about it.
past.
No, in the past. We used to go to
would
Toronto every
like,
year.
yeah, Niagara Falls,
And then
Toronto.
two, we went on a couple of family trips, but
and we did
most
talk
of
about
us
the trips.
we would usually play
What?
horses. That was our things to do
Mind
together.
you, the last little bit, anytime we did go, it was for this
Selena's
one's birthday. Because she's special.
Let them shut up for a second. Let me take the center stage. Okay. My birthday is August 22nd, which is right before Labor Day weekend before school starts. Hers is in October while school is in.
Sounds
Hers
like a
is
Halloween
in
bash to
November
me.
while school is
Right?
in. So it's not my
You don't
fault
wanna
that I
share
just
those
had a
topics.
great
Don't
birthday
feel
during the
for
summer.
everybody.
Like, it's literally not my fault.
But
Mm.
it was always for
yeah,
her.
no.
We went for a birthday dinner or whatever. But like,
In the big city that was 3 hours away.
Yeah, but like
It
we
was
went
the
for a
last time
family.
We went before. And don't say, and like, if this would have been over 10 years ago when, say, we did go on our cruise together. Like, this
We
was
didn't
a
go over
long-
my birthday on the cruise.
No, we didn't. But that's how long ago it was. And then it was Selena's birthday. Rainforest Cafe? Okay.
I love the
Selena-
Rainforest
Selena
How
Cafe.
many
was
times do you
obsessed.
have to see the same monkey go?
100.
Selena,
Like a
Selena
million
literally-
times.
Selena will still go back to the Rainforest Cafe.
We literally went for my 20th birthday in the
It-
States.
It is her favorite. Like, it is her
What
place.
other
It is. It's
questions do they
amazing.
have?
Rate each other's sense of style.
0. I have 0 style. These guys, I literally will shop in their closets if they have Goodwill bags.
And then lie about stealing
I'm
it.
still,
And
I'm
then, like-
still delayed because
I literally accused both of them this morning for taking this sweater
And
Where
I
was
told
it?
her that I was too fat.
Where was it?
in the closet.
Yeah, in the friggin' closet.
Yeah, in my winter storage, my summer
I'm
storage.
working on myself, but I'm definitely bigger
No.
body, bigger bones. than you.
I think your
Big
style
bones.
is like a 7. Like you're fine. Like it's not like you're dressing like an absolute bum.
I'm not just like an absolute. either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think you're a 7. Like, you're fine.
I'm
Like, you're
more of, like-
normal. Like, it's not like
okay.
stepping out and I notice you, but it's not like you're like blending in where I'm like, oh.
I'm more of like a casual, like 4 maybe. Like I like my jeans t-shirt.
I said 7. She said 4.
Yeah, literally.
I'm
Why-
gonna know because I know I don't. I'm like I dress like a mom, but I dress like a tomboy as well. Unless it's here, then I dress in like half shirts to just pee people
There's
off.
nothing wrong.
Tara's
with
like
wearing
an
shirts.
8 because she has like the gaming Japan style. Like she actually has like a set style where yours is like a I'm comfy, leave me alone. But
I'm
I
a
look
lazy
good.
mom style.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Lazy
a good
mom.
descriptor though. Like it doesn't mean that's bad.
No,
Like,
it's
no,
not.
But it's
more
like,
a
mom, I'm
comfy-
comfortable,
yeah.
but I still look put together. Where
mom
you're
vibe,
like,
yeah.
oh, I want
I mean,
Japanese
Don't
gaming
get me
style.
wrong though. There's been times where like it's been like I'm like screw this, and I drop the kids off, and Aurora's like, "Can you not get out of the car? You're in your pajamas." I won't get out of the car because she doesn't want me to. But
That being said though, like you can clean up when you want to. Like
well, I
stuff.
can.
So
I
it's like,
do.
yeah.
Yes,
Like,
I
everybody
do,
can,
But
yeah,
I'm also
exactly.
cheap. I haven't bought new clothes for like me in forever.
Sounds
If I do,
like
it's
a
like
vlog to
It's
go
like
on a shopping spree and then
I
a try
mean,
on haul.
maybe when I have.
I love
money,
buying new
but,
clothes.
like,
I love buying new clothes.
I just love try on hauls.
but okay. So you guys should come with me. We could do a whole video on you.
Every time mom buys you Christmas presents, it's me.
Okay, no, but let's actually go to the mall together. We can film and
We
do
can
a
bring the
whole,
mini
like
mics.
we're gonna
Yeah.
change
Makeover.
this mom and
Yep.
we can
Yeah.
do a mom makeover.
Okay.
Rate each other's taste in food. I'd say yours is a 10. You like to try anything
I
and
like to try
everything.
I still eat snail.
I
I
don't-
don't eat escargot all the
Yeah.
time.
Well,
I used-
escargot is not a.
I used to eat it.
Snails?
It's not like a like we all eat escargot. It's fine.
It's seafood.
Like
I
it's
can
not like
eat
a
it.
yeah, but like you'll try everything. I rate your taste in food a 10.
I just realized I can eat escargot again.
Yeah, you can.
It's a seafood.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like I actually do have a really
Maybe
good
a
sense.
7.
Only
I would
because
say
don't eat
7
meat.
because you're a
vegetables.
vegetarian. I'm saying.
I'm pescatarian now though. Like,
Oh,
that's the
sorry.
thing, is, like, I
I'll
don't
say
even-
7.5 because you're pescatarian. Like you're
I
missing
used
a
to
whole
sit around
2.5.
But to be fair though, like I still ate
Meat,
like a lot.
yeah.
Like think about every time we went away, like I'd be trying new things.
Yeah, but that was before you
sit around an
pescatarian.
8.5 because you're just
Yeah, because like I don't like tuna, like the smell is gross, and I don't like jalapenos for the taste, and like there's some foods that I don't like.
Spicy?
Yeah.
Who
No, I
doesn't?
like spicy, but I genuinely don't like the taste of jalapeno.
Fresh or pickled?
Like, can you
Both.
just? Is it the color you're tasting? Can you taste?
No,
it?
because I like green chili peppers.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like the flavor of jalapeno.
I have always wanted to try that thing where people cut out a jalapeno and they stuff it with like Cheetos and stuff. And just,
stuff.
I want to
Are
try.
you sure it's the jalapeno or is it the pickle?
No, it's a jalapeno.
I thought it was. Oh, I thought it was a pickle too because I saw some people. Anyway,
Rate each other's taste in music.
0. Mine's a 0.
You're rating yourself.
I rate myself because when I listen, I'll literally get their phones plugged into my vehicle and be like, "Who is that?" and then download it on my phone later because
That's true.
mine is. More
I'd
like,
set myself at an 8 right now because I haven't been really into music. Like I listen to the same 3 songs on my way to school because it's only 10 minutes. Like I don't have time to listen to music that I haven't discovered any.
Here I go.
I'd
Florida
say I
Georgia
keep
Line
pretty
broke
to
up.
date, 'cause,
You
like,
keep
I'm
pretty up to
constant
date,
listening
but
to
for me,
Spotify and
yours
stuff.
is like a 6 because I don't like your style of music.
Which, by the way, for the record,
It's like
guys,
techno and
is-
Japanese.
No,
Mine-
it's not Japanese.
oh,
Peter Robinson. It's like
RD
techno. It's like EDM.
EDM. Yeah, not RDM.
And then
EDM,
also,
I don't
though,
like
I go
EDM.
into pop.
Mine.
You like EDM though.
No, I've gone. Actually, I have my country music artist, and like it's some old country too. And then my new artist stuff is like more like that was it Nolan Cat? Is it Nolan? I don't know, the guy that sings Dial Drunk. I remember when.
It was good when Post Malone.
Oh my
remixed
god.
it.
That's on my notes.
mean,
No, that is on my notes. Literally, look at my notes right now.
The pickup truck
No.
song that he does.
Post Malone going country. That's on my notes. Greatest thing to happen to this entire world. Post
It's actually
Malone
true,
singing country
100%.
music, especially the little clip on TikTok of him with Morgan Wallen. I cannot wait for that song.
And honestly, as someone who's seen him live, like he's just gonna get better and better.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I love
something
him,
I'm-
and
yeah.
if he goes country, he will smash it out of the park. I don't care. Let me check my notes because I might have actually other stuff to say.
Or
Oh,
we call
boy.
it here, but we will continue the pod for
Yeah.
next week with Ainsley if you guys
Here,
want to.
yes, but I do have a little list that says broccoli, carrots, bell peppers, cucumbers, tomato, and lettuce.
What are you making? Like, what
A
is that?
salad with roasted broccoli and carrots.
Oh, those are so good. What
So
dressing you
good.
put on that?
Oh, salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and then
Actually,
oil. Put it in the
If
oven,
you
roast it.
glaze the
So good.
carrots with brown sugar, it tastes a lot better.
We don't have brown sugar.
Brown
That's
sugar is
some-
better for you, isn't it?
It is,
Some-
yeah, but like we don't have brown
Gross.
sugar. We
I
don't even use
go
normal
and
sugar.
bleach my sugar.
Yeah, the only normal sugar we use, like genuinely at Forest,
You know what?
pasta sauce.
Let's just do one more question.
Yeah,
Before we
yeah,
go,
yeah,
and
okay,
then
yeah,
if
yeah,
they
yeah,
want
yeah,
me
yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll come back.
Please
next
let us
week.
know in the comments if you would like Ainsley back.
That depends.
Well, yeah, we were trash talking you for the last 2 episodes, saying that you
I'm
weren't here.
okay though with it. You need to be built like me. to take
No,
it.
that you were not here for the last 2 episodes. Everybody's been wanting you here.
It's okay, because honestly.
Yeah, well, I don't have a question to ask you.
You
The Discord
did?
just want no. Those were the
Those are all of them?
yeah. Those were all of them.
Wow, a whole 3 questions. I'm so proud.
No, the tattoos one was like a.
A big one.
Well,
A
think
big
about
one.
it. It took us 45 minutes to get through that.
Okay.
Well, we did get sidetracked a lot.
tell you this,
Let me go
if
through
I
one more
get,
time. Let me
like-
see one here.
If your video gets like a bunch of likes, maybe I'll go get another tattoo that I'll show.
You should get
Of the
the
podcast,
Espresso Chateau.
No, not even.
Espresso
Just
Chateau.
just an
I'll get a
espresso
little
cup.
coffee cup.
I'd do that.
If you guys get
If
a
we
bunch of
get
likes,
100 likes on this video, we'll
I will
each
go
go
get a
get an
coffee cup
espresso cup
tattoo.
somewhere. Yes.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let me see the one where
I
I'm
don't know,
like,
Selena's
oh, this
not
needs
saying-
to be a.
Selena's
Yes,
not
I will.
saying
But
no.
I'm
okay.
trying to find
I said yes, I
questions.
will. What questions would you ask us with Ainsley? Oh, crazy tattoo experience. Did you have any?
Craziest tattoo experience?
Was the pain unbearable or a funny story while getting one done?
My sternum. I have my sternum done, so right here, I have a big moth.
What?
You don't know that?
What?
Okay. So legit fell asleep during it. It was probably one of the easiest tattoos that I've ever had done. Like I said, fell asleep. I do have a big moth right underneath and then onto my stomach a little bit. That's it.
I heard the sternum was worse than the ribs.
No.
My
I've heard
foot,
that.
which is a quarter size or toonie size. I
People don't
share
know
with
what a
my
toonie
mom.
is.
Okay, a toonie is that silver and gold that Canadians have.
It's like $1.
So
Two,
me and my mom share that. It's one big shamrock with 3 little ones. My foot is honestly the most painful that I have ever gotten tattooed.
I like that you got one big shamrock that represented mom and then 3 little ones for all of us, and you two
I
are the
still
only ones that
yeah,
have
I'm
it.
like, okay, the kids, your other kids are included.
Yeah.
But I love it. I wouldn't change it.
And
I
that was
still
the
haven't
worst.
changed it. I haven't covered it. Yeah. My ribs, fine. Everything else, fine. I can even the one on my neck, like the
That
one
one
up
put me to
here,
sleep. That one put me
It
to
put
sleep.
me to sleep.
The-
It's
yeah.
so
Yeah, the one on my neck. The one we all have one behind our ear, and
But
it did
it's
not
the
hurt at
best
all.
feeling in the
almost
world.
comforting.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like that hum that you're just like, I'm gonna fall asleep, and then
I didn't fall asleep because it was very
There's that
short,
one.
but it was
But-
like, yeah, this
Oh,
is
I could've-
absolutely
it was
nothing.
between that, or I did make the accidental mistake when I got my zodiac sign once done on my fingers. I kept them like this, but at one point I was like, oh, maybe it'd be easier to do this, and when I did, it just kind of like punctured through instead of drew on top. But
Oh, so there's
Other than that.
yours, Layla's, and Roar's.
mine roars and Layla's. Yep.
So what's
no,
waiting
mine,
on that one?
Layla's and roars. Whichever one's Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer.
That's
So why didn't you
Pisces.
do it on this one?
That's my married finger.
Oh.
This finger's always.
Oh, you're waiting. Yeah.
It depends. Who knows? Like even if it was, it would be put on like the
What's
first.
on the
knuckle,
side of this
you know?
finger?
a mustache.
Fun. That's what
Was it
that
a mustache?
is. No.
Oh. Well, then what was it?
It said Twisted Sisters
I was gonna
because
say,
I was obsessed with We're Not Gonna Take It, and then my friend at the time had Twisted on her fingers, and I had Sister on my fingers, so we would go like this. But then that's it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm glad it kind of went away.
Yeah, so probably 45 minutes of Ainsley talking about her tattoos, and then another
Of us arguing.
30 minutes of us. No, that's what we wanted.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I'm not
I thought you
complaining.
were
I'm
blaming me.
no, I'm
Closing
not.
out the
No,
segment.
I'm
She's
close.
closing out
Yeah,
the
I'm
segment.
trying to bring it all back
Yeah,
together.
we're rapping. We're
Yeah.
rapping. This is a rap.
Just be quiet, sit back, and then we'll deal with it. Thank you again so much for listening. This was so much fun.
Again, 100 likes, I'll get a little teapot.
Teapot? We were going to get
Coffee
espresso
mug.
cups.
Teapot, and she
Tattoo.
wanted.
But I need 100 likes.
That's a lot.
And I'll even let you guys see as they film me getting another little teapot or teacup.
Yeah, that's more for you editing.
Teapot, teacup, espresso cup.
Not
What
a
is it?
teapot. We have nothing to do with tea. Like, don't
We are
think
gonna
about a
spill
teapot.
the tea.
Yeah.
An espresso cup. If you give
A
these
teacup
two
spilled?
100 likes.
Love that.
A little.
With a spoon?
No, a teacup spilled. Like spilling the tea.
But you have to give these girls
Oh,
100
okay.
likes in order for it to happen.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening to us. This was so much fun.
It was something. That's
It
for
was
sure.
something. And if you want her back on, like, we have so much more to talk about. We really didn't get into our childhood.
That was literally not even a quarter of the taste of what we could
That was
talk
the
about.
foam on
Just
top
the
of an
foam on a
espresso.
on a
Like,
latte.
It
yeah.
wasn't. It was the steam coming off the hot water being poured into an espresso.
Yeah, literally. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Easter, and
We'll see you. I may see you whenever.
We will catch you next week.
yeah, we'll see you next time.
Are you going to do the thing?
Oh, I forget what I say.
You
Oh,
Wait.
are you doing like a-
yeah.
We're watching the Espresso Chateau, where the conversation's
Oh,
good,
yes.
but the
The
espresso's
espresso's
better.
better. Yeah, the espresso's better. Way better than an espresso.
Way better
martini.
this
It's okay,
time.
yeah. Have a good night.